In this video, I am going to talk about the five-step pattern called Indian. This is a tripped route meant to attack the little sweet spot right over here, which I'll talk about in a minute. I've drawn some pass protection in, so you can refer to it. There's more details in other videos. But for the Indian pattern, here's the basic structure. Number one, the number one receiver here, the outermost receiver, is going to run a 10-yard hook. Usually at 7 steps, we can get that 10-yard hook right there. The number two, in this case the Z, also known as the Indian, is going to run a go route to take the deep third defender, hopefully that corner. And the number 3 receiver is going to run a 5-yard out. So the goal is, in general, is to take our flat defender, usually this guy right here, and suck him down to the flat route. Put this corner in a bind. Should they cover the deep route or should I cover this hook? Usually this flat defender comes down, this opens up really nicely. If the corner takes the deep route, then this is wide open. The backside, we run a post. And in some cases, if they play man coverage down here, we'll run a crossing route because the crossing routes are difficult to cover when you're in man coverage. We'll run a crossing route right across at about 5 to 7 yards. But we'll start off with the post to run at that free safety. The next formation down here, people. Recall people is a formation where the tight end's covered, so he cannot run a route. We have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 receivers here. So the same idea. X is going to run our 10-yard hook route right there. Number 2 is going to go, clear out the third, deep third, and run a flat route right there at 5 yards. So same idea. Note that there's no backside pattern here because we have a tackle. We could swap the tackle and tight end and still run that, but for protection wise, we want to keep that tackle there. We can play games with the tackles and tight ends later to get more sophisticated with that formation. 20 star open, so it's a I back formation with Y on the backside here. Same idea. 10-yard hook. He's going to run the go route, and then our fullback's going to run that 5-yard out pattern, flat pattern. 11 right double zoom. So 11 right, this is one running back, one tight end. Right because it's on the right side. Zoom, we're going to motion him over. That's zoom. And when he gets right about here, we'll snap the ball. We have the same idea. We have a hook, same pattern. H will run the go route. And then our Z will run the 5-yard out. Important note is that whoever's running this 5-yard pattern cannot float to 7 or 8 yards. Because if you float to 7 or 8, I think I mentioned this flat defender can cover both guys. So we really want to take this flat defender and get him, suck him right down here. Backside guy, in both these cases here, runs a post right at that free safety to hold him. And again, if they're in man coverage, and this is a game time thing, we might start to change this post to a crossing route so we can get the another possible receiver in the pattern here. Cross routes are hard to cover. So there's your Indian route. It's a 10-yard hook, go route, and a flat route. In future videos, I'll talk about what we can do with this middle receiver called the Z or the Indian in this case, and we can have him do different things to change it up a little bit.